Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Trey, back with another video here. I got two clips here. One is a black guy talking about why wealthy black people don't help poor black people, and another one, a guy come to a realization about hood dudes. So I also got some screenshots of comments for the first clip. So we're gonna get straight into it. I'm just gonna let it play. I won't interrupt it or anything. I'm just gonna read the comments and maybe give any commentary to the first clip, and of course commentary for the second clip. But anyway, let's get started.
This is going to piss a lot of struggling black people off, but I need to say this. As a black man who has came from nothing, from the struggling side, who became into wealth, I have to say I understand why the wealthy, because I always just question, like, why do wealthy black people don't help the black people at the bottom? And as a person of wealth that's black, I kind of understand it now, right? So it's like, if I help you, somebody at the bottom, I give you money, right? Because y'all don't want education, y'all don't want knowledge, y'all don't want to do better. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying all, it's 1% that actually want to do better out of the 17, out of the actual poverty number. All right, but it's only a 1% out of the 17.9 is the 1% that actually want to be something in life. The rest of them, I don't think want to be anything. So it's like all they want is handouts. They want things given to them. I give you money. You don't know how to keep money. What you're going to do is what you did exactly with the PPP loans, with the stimulus checks. You're going to go shopping. You're going to go buy things. You're going to go on trips. You're going to have crab boils. You're going to do all that stuff. You're going to buy the Gucci. You're going to buy all that stuff. I'm not going to build in the hood where, because real estate development, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to build in the hood because the hood is going to destroy it. Now my money is just cooked, right? And then who has to pay to fix it? Me. My corporations and my partners and everything like that. Doesn't make any sense. Then also, you have the risk of being killed by your own people because they don't want to see you where you at. Then, when you do say something, like for example, I'm probably going to get a bunch of these comments, and you're like, yo, man, that's not cool. You should be doing that. You should be moving to the next level. You get a mind your business. Why are you worried? I had a goofball say to me yesterday. I think he was trolling. If I'm buying a cybersecurity company, which we're finishing that up, why am I worried about people on welfare? So even when we say, we try to give you guys game and knowledge and everything like that, you get stupid poor people like that say stuff like that. Yep. Don't worry about us. Mind your business. You shouldn't be worried about us. All types of stuff like that. Once we give you advice and stuff. So I can continue, keep going with this. On why it's a waste of time to help them. It's a waste of time. Go on my videos. You'll see 2 whiteboard videos. I showed 100%, by the way, how you can make a business that do not fail. Didn't offer to sell you anything, no course, nothing like that. I showed how you can make a business that cannot fail. 100% guaranteed success rate and is recession proof. So while everybody is struggling, everybody's gonna be cooked in 2026, by the way. Everybody's gonna be cooked. You will be the only one succeeding with people like myself and all of my people that's with me. And the government, by the way. So, and the rich people. So like the rich people, the government, and which we work with the government. So it's like, you get the point. But all of the people who are poor, like this, they won't take the time to learn anything. I have to ask a question. When it comes to the black women that's in the hood, not all, most of them, what other skill set do you have other than shaking ass? I just want to know.
That's a good question.
I just want to know.
That's a good question.
Like, skill sets. You're going to be left behind. Again, with this AI thing, our people are going to be left behind. And then y'all going to be blaming systematic oppression and racism, when the choice is yours. And then again, the wealthy, we can't say nothing to y'all because y'all don't want to hear anything. I always under this question that, like, why don't they help us when I was there? And now as I'm there, I now understand.
All right, that's the end of it. I'm just gonna get straight to the comments of this particular video. I pulled 10. I don't think they're in order, but If I got any commentary, I'll say it after these comments. All right, the first couple comments say, this person says, as a white man, this isn't race specific. Broke white people act the same too. It's a class and work ethic thing. 1,200 likes. Next question said, okay, rich black man, like a troll or whatever, don't waste your money in the hood. Find 2 young black kids there, just 2 that have fire and determination. Support just 2 all the way until they're rich. If every rich black person did that, black success would double every generation. That had 233 likes. Yeah, that's like creating proteges, whatever. Your successor, you could say. But I don't know how that would work. But we're gonna get to these next couple ones. Next comment. So it takes a lot of energy, time, planning, sacrifice, etc. to earn enough money to become wealthy in this time and age. When others see that, they only see what you buy with that money, and they want that, but without the hard work. That's why if you have money, don't flaunt it. And yeah, that's the bad problem in the black community. I'm pretty sure, just like the other guy said, it happens in the other communities, but in the black community, yeah, people wanna skip past the hard work and go straight for the handouts or whatever. They don't try to go the path of least resistance, quick, fast, in a hurry, just to try to get some money. Hey, I see it in the workplace all the time, especially somewhere in Amazon. But anyway, I'm gonna get to the next comment. I told myself I was gonna say my commentary after. Next comment says, and that's a fact. If we redistribute all the world's wealth, it will eventually end back up in the same hands. It's about lifestyle choices and discipline, which is true. Next comments. I wasted thousands paying for my cousin to go to college, and she failed every class, so never again. Wow. You had the college paid for? This person had their cousin college paid for, and they just squandered it away. Wow. Okay. Next comment. It's the same for the white. It's the same for the white people. My sister calls me every payday to loan her money while her husband sits and plays video games all day. I finally told her, look, every time I loan you money, that's hours I have to work while your husband doesn't. She doesn't call anymore. I should have probably extended that because I think he did say a couple more lines after that, but that's my fault. I wasn't even thinking that. But we're going to get to these last set of comments. People will also hate you for helping them. That is true. I've seen that personally. When you're doing a little better than somebody else and you're trying to help them out, it's like they get very resentful towards you. Next comment. The hood is a bottomless pit. Shit. Let's change bottomless pit to the hood is a damn abyss. That's the right words. The hood is an abyss. And the last comment. Poverty is a spell. Being broke is a spell. Everything is magic. Wow. What's up with that last comment? Yeah, it is kind of a spell they can't break out of. But yeah, so yeah, that was the comments. Thing is, I'm not wealthy. I'm not, but I am considered in the middle class for a single person. I am considered that, so I'm in that threshold at least. I have tried to help people several times, former friends, when I did better. And they didn't like that. They was very resentful. And I ended up dropping all of them. Because I don't want to be with people that I feel like dragging me down. The friends I got now, they understand. One of them came from poverty and he's back in. He got himself up to at least middle class. He came from very dirt poor, very bad poverty. And he came and got himself better. So, look, I'm not trying to be wealthy. I'm just trying to be comfortable and live within my means. That's all I want. But when that guy say something about everybody's cooked next year, I'm like, I would not be surprised. Well, not. But anyway, that's enough with that commentary for that particular section. Let's get to the last clip. I'm going to let it play out. And like I say, I won't interrupt it. I'm just going to let it play out.
Hood dudes are stupid. I'm glad that a lot of my black counterparts are starting to come to this realization now. better late than never. Hood dudes, street dudes, road runners, whatever you want to call it, right? You know, trappers, whatever.
Those are just grown men with behavioral issues that don't know how to communicate. They're actually very insecure as well. That's why whenever there is a problem, automatically they think with their fist or with that weak ass 9 in their pocket. And when I say hood dudes, street dudes, there's not dudes who are from this, right? It refers to them, but a hood dude is somebody who thinks like the hood.
They think like they're going to live in the hood forever. You know, they do things that keep them in that place forever. This does not apply to those who just happen to be in the hood, that have the intellect to get out. They're just making moves to get out of there, right? They have golden habits. It's not referring to them. I'm referring to the ones that people used to look up to, you know, sagging their pants all the time. The real stereotypes that gave us a really bad name. They don't have any common sense. You'll literally try to have a conversation with them. They can't pronounce their words right. You can tell by how they text too. They don't pronounce any words correctly. They don't say the full word. They shorten it like hell. When sometimes the shortening of the word actually takes longer than just saying the whole word correctly. Somebody's gonna think I sound like an Uncle Tom, but I assure you I'm not. I assure you. I love black excellence. But hood dudes, hood women that have the mindset that keeps them there, it won't elevate out of them, you know, it's disheartening, okay? And it sucks knowing that people look up to them, you know? And the ones that do, quote unquote, make it out, they're no good for the community, you know what I mean? You know how many people unironically look up to Sexy Red, King Von, things of that nature? I don't feel like going down the list, but you get what I'm saying. It's embarrassing that those are the examples that we have. Like I said, with the behavioral issues for like the street dudes, it could be anything that happens that inconveniences them, and they're immediately going to go for a physical confrontation. They don't take time to think. They don't have any self-awareness. They're pretty much oblivious to everybody else around them because their ego is so big. It's almost the same size as their insecurity that got them to that place in that first. But shout out to the people that are in the hood that are doing well for themselves, that are going to get out, man. You know, I know everybody is not 100% in control of their circumstances. Sometimes life just gives them bad cards and they just end up there, right? But if they have the intellect, they have the grit, they have the consistency, they can get out. And they have the golden mindset, they're going to make it out. They're going to thrive. One-on-one consultation in the bio. You already know what to do. Join that Discord as well. You guys have a great day.
Well, that's the end of it. Now I got to say for this. Of course, the typical hood dude, majority of them are raised by a single mother. The majority of them. It's in the stats. The guy that have behavior issues is quick to be violent, can't control his emotions. Majority of them are raised in a single mother home. Majority of them. There are a few that do get out of that, don't become that statistic. I always messed up when I say that word. That was raised by a single mother, that learned how to do the right thing and try to be better than what's around him, than his environment. Like he was speaking on. The ones that are trying to make it out and make a name for themselves. Unfortunately, we got a lot of these guys around. There's a lot of them around. Too many. And he named off a couple so-called celebs. I know y'all probably heard me say it, but to me, that particular rapper he mentioned, so-called, I'm just gonna say Red, because she ain't the first word that's in front of her name. She ain't that. I'm sorry, she's ugly. I don't care if she got more money than me, but I'm sorry. I'm not nowhere near. That's horrible. I puked when I see her. Oh my goodness. But I know I just went off tangent on that one. But yeah, just a problem we have. We gotta find a way to fix it if we can. If not, like I said, I know one guy in a comment from another video says, just start with your house. Start with your house. Raise good, righteous, smart people. Start with your own village. Start with your own house. But that's it for me. I know I probably didn't say it the commentary I want to say. I lost my train of thought somewhere along the way. I don't know why. But anyway, I made it to the end. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave a comment. Tell what you think about any of this in this video. Share it to anybody who like videos like these. If you see the hype button, go ahead and click that. And also, please subscribe to my other channel. I will eventually go back to making videos on my Surf It Bro training channel. Like I said, I will be start doing that within the next month. So please be on the lookout for that and subscribe to that channel if you haven't already. It already has videos there that used to be on this channel. I had separate me on a separate channel. But anyway, that's it for me. I catch you on the flip side. Y'all have a good one. And peace.